Hi everyone, I am Dr. Kritika, Associate Professor, BCA, School of Information Technology. Today we are discussing about something data and communication and characteristics of data communication and some points about some components of data communication. What is data and information? Data is any information which is presented in the form whether the users as well as the creator agree upon each other. The information means a processed data that enable us to take some important decisions. For example, when the results of the particular test is declared, what are all the information we have? It contains all data of students, register number, roll number, date of birth, name and subject wise mark, everything will be available. So these are all called as data. So find out the marks of the students who are scored in the test as well as whether finally the pass or fail is the processed data or information. So the technical definition of data communication or the exchange of data between two electronic devices through in the form of transmission medium. It may be a wired cable or some radio waves. But the device must be a part of communication system made up of some combination of physical equipment and some software programs. So what are all the essential characteristics of data communication? First one is delivery. We must deliver our message or a processed information to the current destination. The data must be received by the intended user. The receiver also must aware we are receiving the current data or not. So the delivery is the first characteristics. Next we move on to accuracy, whether we delivered our data in a current destination, whether the data is any data part will be unusable or something will be missed out or some alteration will be happening. So second thing is accuracy. Third one, we are moved to timeliness. If the data is delivered late, it may be useless one. So timeliness is very important, as well as when we are sending our data, whether it's a video, audio, because video will be in the some other synchronization, audio will be in some other one. So both will be in the same synchronization or same order, it will be the meaningful message. So if there is any time delay between your information, the message will be the meaningless one. So it's a timeliness is the third important characteristics. Finally, the technical term of the data communication is jitter. What is this? Some time delay will be happen every package. So the variation in the packet arrival time is called jitter one. If it is an uneven delay in your arrival of packets, maybe audio, video packets must be synchronized together. If for example it is 3 milliseconds for your video packet for every minute, but the information will be we are receiving only 4 milliseconds. So automatically the information is a unusable one. Okay, so that's all about the characteristics of data communication. Next we move on to some essential components of data communication. What are all the 5 things of essential things? That is the first one, the message, that is in the processed information. So without message, then nothing is going to be happen in your data communication. So meaningful message, that is the first thing. The message is in the form of text or video, audio, pictures or any format, but it should be a meaningful information. Next one is the first part will be the sender, because it's a two-way communication, whether a sender maybe act as a receiver also act as a sender. If it is a sender means any workstation or any system or your handset, telephone handset or your mobile phones like this video camera, everything will be called it as sender. Receiver also is the same thing, your telephone handset, television also act as a receiver. Okay, the next important component is transmission medium. What is this medium? So it is like a physical part between two ends, that is your sender and receiver. Between the message will be travel this physical part. It may be a physical or it may be a radio based, whether it's optical fiber or twisted pair or some coaxial cables. Finally, we have an important component is called protocol. What is this protocol? Because the sender and receiver both will be follow the same protocol. There are set of rules they are following, both sender and receiver must be same. Okay, if the agreement between two devices, okay, so the protocol must be followed. That is, without this protocol, two devices may be connected, but it's not able to communicate each other. For example, if I am speaking in French language, but the receiver cannot understood the language because they know only English or Japanese language, but the two persons will be connected to each other, but they cannot able to, it's a meaningless one. So finally, as a whole, the introduction about the data communication is, it is the exchange of data between two devices via some medium, and these are all the components, that is message, sender, receiver, transmission medium and protocol are the components, and the characteristics will be the correct delivery, accuracy, timeliness and finally the jitter. So everything will be covered in your data communication. Thank you all. We will see in the next session.